The Allied victory over fascism in World War II has left behind a shared memory and enduring spirit. At a symposium ahead of Victory Day on September 3rd, Chinese officials highlighted the joint struggle on the main eastern battlefield, a fight that secured hard-won peace.
80 years ago, people from all over the world closely united under the banner of anti-fascism, transcending national boundaries, racial and ideological differences, sharing a common hatred and fighting bravely. They achieved a great victory in the anti-fascist war, ushered in a new international order after the war, and demonstrated the iron law that justice will surely prevail over evil and light will eventually dispel darkness.
It was this shared spirit forged between the Chinese people and foreign friends who came to aid and document a war-torn country that helped make victory possible. Among them was Eric Foster, nephew of renowned Western journalists Helen Foster Snow and Edgar Snow, who, like many others, felt a deep calling to come to China.
I always wanted to come to China since I was a little boy, because my mother would always tell me stories about my famous aunt and uncle and how they were good friends with Mao Zedong. And so I always wanted to come to China, so I finally came back in 2010, and because I just felt I needed to come, because I felt this was my destiny.
In his 1937 book, Red Star Over China, Edgar Snow offered a vivid and compelling portrayal of the once mysterious Communist Party of China, showing how it led the revolution and brought dignity and equality to the people. Edgar Snow's groundbreaking work left a lasting impact on global perceptions of China at the time.
My father actually said that the reason he came to China was he had read Red Star Over China while he was in Spain. And when he read that book, he was so moved that he decided, I want to go to China.
The Crook family has built a deep and lasting bond with China. Michael's father, David Crook, a British communist, came to China where he met his Canadian wife, Isabel Crook. In the late 1940s, the couple traveled to CPC-led liberated areas, conducting research on land reform in rural villages and producing two influential sociological works.
Now, if some people or some countries, governments, are trying to deny that, I think the people of the other countries should, as I say, know that fighting fascism is a good thing for all the world's people.
Saturday's seminar also launched new initiatives, including academic, archival, and media programs aimed at carrying forward the spirit embodied by Edgar Snow.
We hope that not only can we relive the tremendous contributions made by these international friends to China during the war of resistance against Japanese aggression, but more importantly, we can enable more young people to become people who know and love China and tell the stories of China and the world in the new era.
It's very important to have these type of events to remember history and to see what happened and to try to help educate more people about this important history so we don't have this happen again in the future.
The upcoming commemoration event on Victory Day will have an extensive participation, including some international friends and families that are household names in China. Honoring them shows the United Triumph 80 years ago has yielded the legacy of continuous friendship. And those I spoke with said, revisiting this anti-fascist history and cooperation is vital for understanding new China, upholding international justice and safeguarding peace. Zhou Jiaxin, CGTN, Beijing.